Hello everyone, welcome back to the class. In this video or in this class we are going to continue with the chapter 1 integer where we have stopped in the last class. So in this video we will start with the multiplication of integers, right? Till now we have done the addition and subtraction. Now we are going to deal with the multiplication of integers. So starting with the first, multiplication of positive and negative integers. So till now, as I have mentioned, that we have dealt with addition and subtraction, right? But if you have the multiplication, what we are going to do? Say here I have given a formula. If say one of the integer is positive and another is negative, then or one is negative and another is positive similarly, then your result will be minus, because plus into minus is minus. We have to follow that rule. Plus into minus is minus, and a into b or ab, the product will be. Okay. Similarly here also a has got minus and b has got plus. So minus into plus is minus, inside the bracket a into b. Suppose say you have minus 2 into 3, then the result will be minus, because minus plus is minus, and 2 into 3 will be equal to 6. Minus will be there because there is a minus. Similarly, if you have 2 into minus 3, then minus 2 into 3 is equal to minus 6. Similar is the result. Okay, do not get confused with this. So this is the multiplication of positive and negative integers. Okay, I hope you are clear with this. Moving on to the multiplication of two negative integers. So if both the integers is having a negative number, if both the numbers are negative, or negative integers, if you are multiplying, the result will be plus a into b. So because minus into minus is plus, so a into b, whatever is the result, you will write that. Okay, just see the example here. Let us write minus 2 into minus 3. Minus minus is plus, so 2 into 3. No need to write this plus. When you have plus, it will indicate, if you are not writing anything, that indicate you have a plus sign. Similarly, if you have minus 3 into minus 2 is equal to 6, right? So this is multiplication of two negative integers. Okay, I hope this is understandable. Moving on to the next, multiplication of 3 or more negative integers. Okay, if you have positive negative, you got the result. If you have two negative integers, you got the result. Now if you have more than 3 or more negative integers, then what we are going to do? Then we will face a problem. This is the major important thing which you have to remember, because with use of this, with the concept of this, we will try to solve our exercise. Okay, various exercises are there. In exercise, various problems are there in which this type of questions you are going to face. So I want you all to focus on this thing, because it is very, very important one. Okay, let us see the example one. Okay, let us see the first of all the formula. 3 integers are there. 3 integers are there, and all are having a negative number. All are having a negative sign. So if it is the case, if this is the case, then first of all what we have to do? Minus into minus. First of all, solve for the sign. Minus minus plus, plus minus minus. So your ultimate result will be minus. But if you have say, and after that you will solve for the number one. If you have number 2 into 3, suppose you have to here 2, 3 and 4. 2 3 is 6, 6 4 is 24. Like that you will do. If similarly you have 4 numbers, 4 integers you have having a negative number, then what you have to do is minus. First of all, solve for sign. Minus minus plus, plus minus minus, minus minus plus. Okay, so and the result will, there will be plus sign, so no need to put plus sign. It will indicate the plus. So whatever is, suppose you have 2 3 4 5, and 2 3 is 6, 6 4 is 24, 24 into 5, 100. You will write like that. Okay, just have a look into the example. Suppose say you have 3 numbers possessing all the negative sign. Okay, so first of all, as I mentioned, we will solve for the negative sign. Minus minus plus, plus minus minus. You'll write first of all this. Then you will solve for the number. 2 3s are 6, 6 4s are 24. The answer is this. This is for the multiplication of 3 negative integers. If you have more than 3 negative integers, suppose say minus 3, minus 2, minus 3 you have, then what you'll do, first of all you'll solve for the sign. Minus minus plus, plus minus minus, minus minus plus. So you can write, or you may not write the sign, and inside the bracket let us solve for this. 2 into 3 into 2 into 3. So 2 3s are 6, 6 2s are 12, 12 3s are 36. Right? This is the answer. So I hope you are clear with this. So with this we are over with the multiplication of 3 or more negative integers. If still you people are having a problem, pause the video, rewind it, and just try to see the explanation. Okay, moving on to the next. Properties of multiplication of integers. Like similarly we have studied in the previous class properties of addition and subtraction, right? Commutative, I hope you remember zero identity. All those were the properties of addition. So similarly in multiplication of integers also you have to follow certain properties, certain rule you can say. Okay, so first of all you have closed under multiplication. So what is this property? What does this property indicate? We have close property under addition also. I have mentioned you, yes, in the previous class, that when your whole numbers are added to another whole number, you will get the similar whole number. The result will be a whole number. So likewise only we have the first property in which you have to study the closed under multiplication. So what does this property state? This property states that the product of two integers, okay, the product means multiplication of two integers, is again an integer, right? Suppose say you have two positive integers, 2 into 3, 2 3s is 6, 6 is 2 is integer, 3 is integer, and here 6 is also integer. So the product of two integer is again an integer. If you have suppose plus and minus, plus into minus minus, and 2 into 3, 6 is integer. So we can say that integers are closed under multiplication. So just have a look, okay, just let us have a look into the example to solve this closed under multiplication. So I'm taking the previous example which we have solved in three or more negative integers. When we have to multiply, what will get the result? So to close under multiplication stated that the product of two integers is again an integer, or two or more. Say you have minus 2 into minus 3. This both are an integer, right? I have explained you what is integer. Till now you should be clear with that concept. So when you are multiplying this two product, this two integer, what is the result? The result is again integer, because minus minus plus, 2 3 is 6, 6 is integer, minus 2 is integer, 3 is integer. So close under multiplication, whatever it is stating, it is very very true that whenever the product of two integer, whenever we are multiplying the two integer, any integer, it may be positive or negative, the result will be again integer. So we can say that all integers are closed under multiplication. Okay, this is the first property. Okay, next we have commutativity of multiplication. So in the previous class we have discussed about the commutativity of addition, right? So commutativity means changing or interchanging the order. According to the commutative property of multiplication, changing the order of the numbers which we are multiplying, does not change the product. Okay, if you are multiplying say a into b or b into a, the result will be same, right? Suppose say, if take the example, 2 into 3 is equal to 6. So 3 into 2 is also 6, isn't it? The changing the order won't give you the different numbers. If you are changing different numbers, then if the results are different, that doesn't follow the commutativity. Okay, you have to use the same number and change the order. if you are getting the same result, then that follows the commutativity of multiplication. Commutative means interchange or change. So it stated that the property of multiplication, changing the order of numbers we are multiplying, does not change the product also. The product will be the same. Okay, changing the order. Order means suppose 2 into 3 or 3 into 2, that is your order. 1 into 2 or 2 into 1, 2 into 0 or 0 into 2, these are the order. The result will be the same. This follows the commutativity of multiplication. Okay, moving on to the next property, we have multiplication by 0. So we all know 0 is the strongest number. 0 is neither positive nor negative integer, right? So any whole number multiplied by 0 gives a 0. The result will be a 0. This is also a property of multiplication. That is multiplication by 0. Any number, whether it is 1 crore, whether it is 1 trillion, if you multiply that number by 0, the result will be 0. Okay. So this 0 is the very strongest integer. Next, multiplicative identity. Okay, what does this mean? This is the very new term for us. So let us learn about multiplicative identity. Any number when multiplied with 1 gives the multiplicative identity, right? So a into 1 is equal to 1 into a is equal to a. The result will be a. Suppose say 1 into 2 is equal to 2 into 1 is equal to 2, right? The identity won't be changing, but only using or multiplying with the 1. If you are suppose changing the number by -1, so you are changing the number by -1. 2 into -1 is equal to -2. And if you are saying 2 into 1 is equal to 2, these both are same. Is it same? No, this both the integers are not same, because one is possessing negative and one is having positive integer. So this is not following the multiplicative identity. To have the multiplicative identity, you need to have a 1. Okay, so 1 into 2 is equal to 2. Yes, these two are the multiplicative identity. So remember that. Okay, so this is multiplicative identity. Any number when multiplied with 1 gives the multiplicative identity. Means your similar result, your twin, your twin product, your brother which looks similar to you. Okay, identity is that only. So that identity is given by only 1 when you multiplied with 1. Moving on to the next property, we have associativity for multiplication. So this one we have done for addition, right? Associativity means with 2 or 3, more than 3 or 4 number, 3 or more number, we are going to get the result, associative result. So the product of 3 integers does not depend upon the grouping of integers, and this property is associative property of multiplication of integers. That means suppose say a into b into c is equal to a into b into c. The result will be same. Only what is the problem here is only just inside the bracket these two numbers are getting associated and this c integer is getting differentiated. It is not associated, so you can say, but with this multiplication it is associated. But this bracket indicate this a and b are more closely associated with this compared to c. Similarly, compared to this number, a is a into b into c. B and c are more associated than a, but this on both the side, left hand side and right hand side, the result will be the same. Okay, the result will be the same. And then if the result is same, then this follows the associativity for multiplication. Okay, the product of 3 integers does not depend upon the grouping of integer. Does not depend, however, on whatever manner they are grouped, that doesn't depend. This property is known as associative property of multiplication of integers. So moving on to the Next we have distributive property. This is also the very important one, okay, because using this property we have to solve various problems given in the exercise. So if suppose a bigger number you have and you are not able to multiply, okay, say for suppose 10 into 16, okay, you want to multiply, you don't know how directly how to multiply, then at that time, at that crucial time, we are going to use the property known as distributive property. Okay, so this is the formula to use the concept, okay, to use this property. Say a is your 10 and 16 we can divide into two parts, like 10 plus 6 or 8 plus 8, then it will be easy for you to multiply, isn't it? And if you break it, you'll get the result. A will be multiplied. If you open this bracket, A will be associated with B also, A will be associated with C also. Just see here, A into B plus B into C. So this property is known as the distributive property. So let us have a look into the example so that it will be more clear with this property, right? So this was the formula for distributive properties, right? Suppose you have 10 into 16. With the simplest example I want to solve. Say this is your, if you want to keep this as A and you want to break this number into B and C, okay, because you have A into B plus C. So 10 into, inside the bracket, let us write 10 plus 6, it is also 16. We can do that using distributive property. So now this is your A here, A, B is your 10 and C is your this thing, isn't it? So do not get confused. So what will be the result? A into B, because A into B, so 10 into 10 plus A into C, that is A into C, that is 10 into 6. So 10 tens is 100 plus 10 6 is 60. The result is 160. Isn't it very cool? Isn't it very easy to do this sum, right? Using the distributive property, we can solve a variety of the larger number. We can break the larger number into the simpler one, and we can get the product of the given sum. Okay, I hope you have understood distributive property. So after having the knowledge of all the properties, after having the knowledge of multiplication rule, right, we are going to start with the exercise 1.3. So let us start with the number one question. Find each of the following product. So here we have to, what we have to do is just multiply, get the result. I have given you the rules, what we should do when one positive and negative integers are there, when both the negative integers are there, when 2 or 3 numbers are there, and if all the numbers are having a negative integer, what should we do? Okay, so let us have a look with all this. Let us solve the exercise 1.3 starting with number 1A. Okay, so let us have a look in number A problem. So as I have mentioned you, right, in this class, in the previous slide, that whenever you are multiplying or whenever you are finding the product of positive and negative integer, first of all what we have to do, we have to solve for sign. Plus into minus is minus. Remember, since plus into minus is equal to minus, do not forget this rule. Okay, so first of all I'm writing minus here, and then we are multiplying the numbers. So 3 into 1 is 3. Okay, or you can do like this, minus 3 into 1 is equal to minus 3. Okay, I hope you are clear. So similarly we have number B, minus 1 into 220. This is also very easy, because at first what we have to do, we have to solve for minus, because even this follows this minus into plus rule, because minus into plus or plus into minus, both are same. That is it is like commutative, 2 into 3 or 3 into 6, right? So first of all the sign in minus, then 1 into 225, it is minus 225. Okay, so move on to number C. So next we have is number C, minus 21 into minus 30. Here we will use the rule minus into minus plus, so plus will be there, right? So inside the bracket 21 into 30. Now let us solve using distributive property. Here we can directly multiply also, but we can let us use distributive property for the understanding. Okay, so let us write 21 as 10 plus 11 into 30. So now this is your A, B plus C, right? You can write in any form. So why I have changed 21, why I have break or distributed, because it will be little bit hard compared to 30, because here 0 is there, no? So when there is 0, it will be easy. 30, like 30, 10, those type of number with 0 at the unit digit, it will help you to solve the problem. It will be easy for you to solve the problem. Like 10 tens is 100, like 13 to 10 is 300. Similarly, it will be easy for you to do, isn't it? Like 30 into 11, it will be harder, no? Or 21 into 30 is harder. So that is why I have breaked 21. Okay, you can break this also, no problem. You can break this and you can solve the problem. So when you are breaking like this, you have to now multiply with this 30 into 10. You can write 10 into 30 also, no problem, plus 30 into 11. I'm just using the formula here. Okay, what was the formula? That A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus B into C. So this formula I'm using here. So using this concept we will solve. So 30 into 10 is 300 plus 30 into 11 is 30 into 10 is 300 and 30. So 330 is equal to, now it is easy, 630. So this will be a answer. 630 is your answer. Okay. Okay, how to do this? It is also easy. You have two integers negative now. So negative, if the both integers are negative, then minus into minus is plus. 316 into 1 is what? 316 only. Here what did rule we have used? Minus into minus is equal to plus. Okay, so next number E, minus 15 into 0 into minus 18. So here we have to use the zero identity, multiplication with 0 by 0. So now let us solve this. Minus 15 into 0 is 0. Any number, any integer multiply with, sorry, not divide, when you multiply with 0, it will be 0. Again minus 18 is there, so minus 18 into 0 is 0. The answer is 0. Ultimate answer is 0. Whatever bigger number you have, whatever the stronger number you have, Captain America you have, if we are multiplying with a 0, the result is 0. If you are having Hulk also, no problem, multiply with 0, result is 0. Number F. So question state that minus 12 into minus 11 into 10. Okay, so now here what we have to do, here we have to find the result. First of all, what we are going to do is we will solve for sign minus minus plus, minus minus plus, plus into plus is plus. Now 12 into 11 into 10. Okay, so now what we can do, we can directly write the answer. You can use the distributive property if you want. I'm not going to use your distributive property. I'll just write directly the answer. Okay, so let us see the answer. Okay, let us first multiply 12 into 10 is 120 into 11. If you multiply this, you'll get 12 into 11 is 1,320. Yeah, no negative sign because minus minus is plus, plus plus is plus. No need to put the further sign, as because it will itself indicate it is possessing a plus. So I hope you are clear till here. right? There is no doubt. If you have any doubt, you can comment. Okay, so in today's class we will solve till number f. Okay, in the next class we are going to solve further one. Okay, but your home assignment will be ZHIJ of exercise 1.3. okay, I hope you will do your homework. You people have enjoyed the class. Okay, so we will meet on the next class. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, people. Thank you.